What's up, Bulls fan? Just watched the game from last night. Watched some highlights for it. The Orlando game in Mexico. Yeah, I'm playing in Mexico. For some reason, they sent the Bulls and the Orlando Magic to Mexico. But okay, I ain't gonna get into that right now. I just want to talk about, I guess, about how we need to fire our coach some more. That's pretty much it. I mean, really, bro. I really, at this point, feel like we should have kept Hoiberg and gave him longer chance. You know what I mean? If we'd have known the players was coming back like right now, like it seems scandalous at this point. You know what I'm saying? That Chris Dunn and Bobby Port, everybody can come back for, you know what I'm saying, Jim Spoiling. Everybody can come back for this game, but we didn't have nobody when Hobart was there. It was nobody. Nobody's there. Levine and Levine alone. And yeah, I felt like okay, we're gonna fire him based off what Levine was able to carry this team to. You know what I mean? Like that's the case, bro. Let him get his point guard back. Give him 10, 15 more games if you're going to, you know what I'm saying? Like, legitimately fire somebody. You're going to legitimately fire a head coach in NBA. You can't fire him minus two starters. You know what I'm saying? And then bring the starters back as soon as he gone. And hope that it looked like, oh, they went on a winning streak because he was a bad coach. Like, I mean, because that's basically, in my opinion, I know it's dark in here. I'm leaving it dark. My head nappy. You know what I mean? I'm leaving it dark today. That's what we're doing. We're doing the smile and the eyes in the dark. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I mean, it seems unfair now because who knew that those players were coming right back? You know what I mean? Other than the organization, they knew. You know what I mean? They knew when those players' timelines was. Uh, to not get a guy another 10 games with his players, I mean, and to watch Jim Boylan lose games that I know Hoiberg would have won. Like real talk, I know. Say what you want about Hoiberg. He was messing up without his star players. Cool. But, bro, he was winning some of these games that they losing now. You need to watch that part, too. I know they beat Oklahoma City. I don't know what kind of bad night Oklahoma City was having, but, you know what I mean? To lose to Orlando, to Sacramento, man, these is games that we got to win. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody else. We ain't beating the world beaters. You know what I'm saying? We got to beat Orlando. We got to beat Sacramento. And at least Hoiberg will get you them wins. You know what I'm saying? Even the Pacers we probably would have won that game. Uh, it's like, man, wait. You gonna give him one game with marketing and then fire him for this scrub? Like, who's firing Hoiberg to go get a real coach? Cool. Don't fire Hoiberg for his backup. That's his backup. That's his guy. You know what I'm saying? That's his help. He was the help. So how is he now all of a sudden guaranteed a spot to next year after you fired your coach 2 games before everybody came back? You know what I mean? Like I'm confused about that part too. But you know what I mean? Like I say, man, it's getting rough to watch. You know what I mean? I guess they full tank mode. You know what I mean? I don't know if Jim Boylan is another bridge guy. He seems like a bridge guy to me. But, I guess they're convinced that he's Greg Popovich Jr. He's convinced he's Greg Popovich Jr. You know what I mean? Every question he answers is with Greg Popovich. Well, Greg Popovich. Or some great 90s legend player or coach or something. You know what I mean? Like, that's who he wants to reference. These 90s coaches. And, I mean, listen, bro. Everybody can see the game is evolving. You know what I mean? It's evolving. Houston and Golden State were the top 2 teams last year. And Houston lost pieces. You know what I mean? Because continuity matters. So now they look bad. They look real bad. They don't have the same continuity. You know, I feel like looking at them with Ariza, bro, it looked like they had fun playing with Ariza and all the guys. Like, they all look like they had fun playing together. I don't know why they thought it was a good idea to break that up. You know what I mean? And Bob Mute didn't do anything in the playoffs. So if he was going to get rid of somebody, sure, get rid of him. But you can't let Trevor Ariza go. And not just because of how he plays, but just because of the demeanor he brings to the locker room, bro. Like, there's no drama with Trevor Ariza. You know what I'm saying? You never hear about no drama with Trevor Ariza. It's just cool defense, I hit the three if I'm open, bro. I got you, but I ain't begging for it. You know what I'm saying? If you want one on one, man, do what you do. I'm gonna play some defense and hit the three when you need one. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't get that from a lot of NBA players, especially somebody who's still gonna play. You know what I mean? Most guys gonna shut down if that's what they gotta do. But with Trevor, you don't get nobody shutting down. You get, you know what I'm saying, good defense, and it'll ramp up when it's, you know what I mean, when it's go time. So, you know, I mean, he ain't the top defender in the league, but he's a very solid defender, and he was helping that team, you know what I'm saying, maintain some balance. Now you bring in Carmelo Anthony for those two, and it's like, I mean, I don't know, you know, who didn't know that it probably wasn't gonna work out. But I don't think nobody wanted to shut it down. But everybody was kind of like, that's probably not gonna work out. Like it just don't make sense. Basketball wise, it don't make sense. You know, there was some what's the word? I guess less knowledgeable analysts or less realistic analysts who was saying stuff like, "Oh, Chris Paul, he's a good enough point guard to make Carmelo Anthony better." Oh man, that ain't how it work, bro. That ain't how it work. You need continuity. If you ain't seen these two play together, you really don't know how that's gonna work because it's attitudes involved. It's a lot of different things involved. Sometimes it's not just basketball. You know what I mean? So looking at Boylan and his team, I mean maybe they gonna grow to love him, but for right now, it still look like they don't like him. And one thing you need to know about teams, they're not gonna play hard for a coach they don't like. They're not gonna win for their coach. They don't care about that. They you know what I'm saying? They going through the motions at this point. As man, listen. I don't know what's going on. This dude think he somebody that he's not. Apparently he's not. You been in the league 20 years, bro, and you ain't got no job. You apparently aren't who you think you might be. So I mean, it's like, you know, you bringing a lot of heat, and they letting you. You know what I'm saying? They with it. They backing you. That's what you keep hearing in the media. He has the front office support. That's the only support he got. Is the front office support. He don't have the fan support. We're not saying whoop him in the shade. We're saying call the right play. Call a play. What plays is you calling? What are y'all doing? What is the defense that we running? Because some of this is the biggest problem. You know what I mean? Other than the fact that we was missing players. Now we got players back. I don't know if Chris Dunn's still on a minute restriction, but his number's still super low. I don't think he had 10 points all season. So, you know, that's that. Zach 23 still had like 5 turnovers or something like that. Uh, I think Marcus struggled. Mark had a bad game. I think Justin Holiday did okay. I don't know where Jabari Parker was. I don't know. I think he played some, but I don't know. I don't know. He don't seem like he's responding to your coach either. You know what I mean? And really, it's weird because he was just now starting to play well under Hoiberg, and along comes, you know what I'm saying? Marky comes back. You could blame it on marketing coming back. I don't think that's what it is. I think it's the coaching change is kind of, you know, affected stuff. And it's affected the psyche and the morale of the team. You know what I mean? You could tell, like, even in losing, I mean, we felt like we was losing because we was depleted. But now we feel like we losing because we just under poor leadership. You know what I mean? Starting at the top. Because, you know, the longer they lead this coaching office, the more they look like bad, you know, front office people. The longer this coach is the coach. I mean, I hope they're actively looking. And, you know, who was that? Jalen Rose said we should try to think about getting Juwan Howard. That makes sense. That makes a little sense. But I'm still on the Lamar Jackson bandwagon. Ain't gonna get off it. Juwan Howard would probably be decent too. Uh, I know he'd be better than Boylan because he just got respect from, you know what I'm saying, actually doing stuff in the league. He's got a different level of respect from players. And I mean, you just always heard about he's got a different level of respect from players. And you need that, bro. Like, look at Doc Rivers. A lot of people will tell you Doc Rivers, I mean, maybe he's a good coach, maybe he's a decent coach, maybe he's okay, but he can get his players to play for him. You know what I'm saying? They will play for him, A, because they respect him, they know he's done this. You know what I'm saying? He did it. He's a player, he's a baller. And B, because I mean he respects them as men. Doc Rivers, you never heard about him, you know what I'm saying, going sideways at a player or talking crazy or trying to, you know what I mean? Every now and then maybe, but I really rarely hear that type of stuff. It's not the type of thing you gotta pump out into the media. But it's just my take. Dwan Howard, Mark Jackson. I'm sure there's some couple other names out there. I wouldn't, I wouldn't throw Teron Lue in there just because, I don't know. I wouldn't throw anybody that don't work with LeBron James in there. I mean, that's a different level. That's, you know what I'm saying. You used to a different level of comfort. You know what I'm saying. When you coach those type of guys, we're not comfortable like that right now. But we will be soon, hopefully. But first things first, man. We got to get it right at the top. So I mean, if that's getting new GMs, which probably wouldn't hurt, but at this point, it's kind of time. You know what I'm saying? Freshen it up. You tried. Yeah. They don't seem like they have a good grip on who they want to bring in as a coach because this dude is obviously an awful, awful selection. You know what I'm saying? He's obviously awful. Nobody really backs him but the team. Like, usually in the NBA, like, even with Fred Hoiberg, people was like, I mean, Fred's a good college coach. You know what I'm saying? They're not even saying that about Boylan, though. You're not hearing, oh, he's a great assistant coach. You're just hearing, yeah, he's got the job. It's his job now. Yeah. That's all you hearing. You're not hearing. I'm really excited to see what he's gonna do with these guys. No, nobody's saying that except the front office. Again, no, none of the fans are saying that. Um, I really wasn't excited to see Jim Boylan. I was excited to see a new coach, a better coach though. I don't think we got a better coach at this point. I think we might have, you know what I'm saying, we might have doubled down or something. You know what I'm saying? Make sure we're gonna tank it out now. Let's go ahead and tank it all the way out. Because Fred gonna win. Fred gonna mess up the Zion Williamson or you know, it's probably gonna be Zion Williamson the way we tanking right now. But they might get RJ Barrett. They do what they want to do. It's hard to say. I'm sure they'll get RJ Barrett because they do what they want to do. Me personally, I would draft Nasir Little. I don't know if I would draft him number one, but you know, we'll have to see how the whole college season play out anyway. It's some other players in there. By the way, there's some other players in college. But yeah, it'll probably be Zion Williamson. I mean, it's based off his defense, energy, you know what I mean, stuff like that. You know, I just think it'll be Zion Williamson. Uh, y'all let me know what you think. You know what I'm saying? Who's the coach? Who's the coach? Because I know if you want this coach, I really wouldn't even mind hearing somebody say that. You want to keep this coach? Tell me why. What he's done to impress you up until this point. And I doubt if anybody would come to his defense because he's done nothing. You know what I mean? That Oklahoma City thing was to me it was all players. You know what I mean? That was all players. And they almost lost that one. So you know what I mean? You gotta look at Oklahoma City that night too. Anyway, hopefully it'll get better, man. We got about 4 games. I think we're about 4 games away, 4 losses away from just being tanked out. You know what I'm saying? I think we're gonna have to be tanked out. Just almost statistically. You know what I'm saying? No matter though. Go Bulls.